You go to the kitchen. Your dog is there. You move to the couch. Your dog is there. You close the bathroom door, and four paws appear underneath it. Most people laugh it off. They call it cute. They call it clingy. They have no idea what's actually happening. Because your dog isn't following you out of habit. Every single time they shadow your steps, there's something specific going on inside them. Something that goes back thousands of years. Stay with me through reason 5. Most dog owners have never heard this one, and once you do, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Reason 1. You are the center of their entire world. Here's something most people don't think about. Your dog wakes up, and you're there. They eat because of you. They go outside because of you. Every good thing in their life flows through one single source. You. In the wild, wolves never left the pack. Not because they couldn't, because the pack was survival itself. Food, safety, warmth, a reason to keep going. When your dog follows you from room to room, that ancient code is running in the background. You didn't just become their owner. You became their pack. Their entire reason to feel safe in the world. And here's what makes this different from any other animal. Dogs didn't just adapt to humans. They chose us. Over thousands of years, the dogs who stayed close to people were the ones who survived. The ones who wandered off didn't make it. So when your dog won't let you out of sight, that's not neediness. That's 15,000 years of evolution pointing directly at you and saying, this is my person. Dogs are the only animals on Earth known to actively seek eye contact with humans. Wolves, their direct ancestors, avoid it. That shift happened specifically because dogs bonded with us. Eye contact between a dog and their owner releases oxytocin in both of them, the same hormone that bonds mothers to newborns. Reason 2. They were bred, literally, to never leave your side. This one isn't about instinct. It's about genetics. For thousands of years, humans didn't just keep dogs. They shaped them. They selected dogs for specific jobs, and almost every single job required one thing: staying close to a human. Herding dogs spent all day tracking a shepherd's every move. Hunting dogs stayed within arm's reach in the field. Guard dogs never left the property. The dogs who wandered, they were replaced. The dogs who stayed, they were bred. Generation after generation, humans unknowingly selected for one trait above all others: the need to be near us. So if you have a labrador and you can't go to the kitchen without company, that dog isn't poorly trained. That dog is doing exactly what 300 years of selective breeding hardwired them to do. It's not a behavior problem. It's a feature. Dog breeders even have a name for it. They call certain breeds Velcro dogs. Dogs so bonded to their owners, they stick like glue. Vizslas, Dobermans, Border Collies, and Weimaraners top the list. These breeds were all developed for work that required constant human proximity. The clinginess isn't accidental. It was the entire point. Reason 3. You are their entire social life. Think about your dog's day. You leave. The door closes. And they wait. They don't have colleagues. They don't have friends they can call. They don't have anything to scroll through. There is no distraction from the fact that you are gone. Dogs are deeply social animals. In the wild, they would spend every single waking hour surrounded by their group. Movement, communication, connection, constant. But in a home, in a modern life, there's just you. So when you come back, you're not just back. You are the event. The whole world walking through the door. And every time you move, they follow. Because being close to you is the only form of connection they have access to. People call this separation anxiety. But let's call it what it really is. Love with nowhere else to go. Research from the University of Vienna found that dogs left alone show a measurable spike in cortisol, the stress hormone, within the first 30 minutes of their owner leaving. But dogs who could smell an item of clothing belonging to their owner showed significantly lower stress levels. Your scent alone is enough to calm them. You are their safe place, even when you're not there. Reason 4. They are reading you constantly. Your dog is not just following your body. They are following your emotional state. Right now, as you sit, as you breathe, as you think, your dog is reading you. Your posture, your pace, the way you exhale, the micro expressions on your face that you don't even know you're making, and your scent. When stress rises in a human body, cortisol levels change. Adrenaline shifts. The chemical signature of your mood floats through the air, and your dog catches it. Not because they're trying to, because that's just what their nose does. A dog's sense of smell is up to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours. They're not sniffing for food. They're reading you like a book. This is why on your worst days, your dog doesn't leave your side. They don't know what a layoff is. They don't understand heartbreak. But they know something is wrong with their person. And they're not going anywhere until it isn't. Scientists at Queen Mary University of London trained dogs to identify the smell of human stress, and they could do it with 93.75% accuracy using only breath and sweat samples from strangers. Dogs don't need to know you. They can read your emotional state from across a room. Yours, they've been studying for years. Reason 5. They think they're protecting you. Here's the one most people never expect. Your dog isn't following you because they need you. Sometimes they're following you because they think you need them. Even the smallest, softest, most pampered house dog still carries the wiring of a predator. And predators understand one thing above everything else. Threats exist, and you protect the ones you love. Watch where your dog positions themselves when you sit down. Are they facing the door? Are they between you and the entrance to the room? That's not random. That's a tactical decision. In wild canine groups, members take turns watching over each other during rest. It's not just about bonding, it's survival strategy. Your dog, no matter how domesticated, hasn't forgotten that code. They've looked at you, this large, occasionally clumsy, entirely lovable creature who cannot hear or smell danger coming, and decided, I'll handle it. They know they're small. They don't care. In their mind, they've taken a post. And every time they follow you, they're showing up for duty. Dogs have been documented alerting their owners to gas leaks, fires, and medical emergencies sometimes hours before any human detected anything wrong. In multiple recorded cases, dogs repeatedly pawed at or followed their owners to specific spots in the house where carbon monoxide was leaking. They weren't trained to do it. They just knew something was wrong. And they stayed close. Reason 6. They rewrote their own biology for you. Cats sleep 16 hours a day. They come and go. They operate on their own internal clock and couldn't care less about yours. Dogs are different. Dogs are naturally crepuscular, most active at dawn and dusk. That's when their wild ancestors hunted. That's what their biology was built for. But bonded dogs do something that researchers find remarkable. They override it. Studies of dogs living closely with humans show that over time, they shift their sleep and activity patterns to mirror their owner's schedule. They stay awake longer during the day when you're home. They sleep more deeply at night when you do. Not because it's natural, because you're more important to them than nature. Think about that. Thousands of years of evolutionary programming rewritten, because they'd rather be awake when you're awake than be awake when their body says to be. This is also why your dog somehow always knows when you're about to come home. They haven't just learned your schedule. They've synchronized with you. You've become their internal clock. A famous experiment in Austria placed dogs in homes with cameras while owners were away. The dogs began showing signs of anticipation, moving to the door, becoming alert on average 10 minutes before their owner arrived home, even when owners returned at completely random times. Researchers believe dogs track the fading of their owner's scent over time and use it to predict return. You leave a trail. They follow it, even through time. Reason 7. When it suddenly changes, pay attention. Everything we've talked about, the instinct, the loyalty, the biology, it all assumes one thing: that your dog wants to be near you. So, what does it mean when a dog who always followed you suddenly stops? This is the part most owners miss, and it matters more than almost anything else. Dogs are creatures of deep habit. When they break a pattern this significant, they're not being moody. They're not punishing you. They're communicating. Sometimes the reason is physical. Pain makes dogs withdraw. Illness triggers an ancient instinct to hide, to be alone, to not be seen as vulnerable. If your dog suddenly seeks solitude, especially an older dog, a vet visit is worth taking seriously. Sometimes it's environmental. A new person in the home, a new pet, a piece of furniture moved, a smell that changed. What feels small to you can feel enormous to a dog whose entire sense of security is built on routine and familiarity. And sometimes it's emotional. Dogs remember. If something frightened them in a space, if tension happened there, if pain was associated with it, they protect themselves by pulling away. The following was never small to them. It was the daily vote, the daily choice. I choose you again today. If that choice changes, listen, watch, and gently help them find their way back. Dogs have been shown in studies to remember specific emotional events for years, not just trained commands, actual experiences, including fear and stress. A dog who had one bad experience in a car may avoid cars for the rest of their life. Their emotional memory is long. Their loyalty is longer. When they pull away, something real happened. They're asking you to find out what. So the next time your dog gets up, every single time you get up, the next time they follow you to the kitchen at midnight, or sleep against your legs, or press their nose under the bathroom door, remember what's actually happening. It's 15,000 years of evolution. It's genetics shaped by human hands. It's a creature who rewrote their own biology just to exist closer to yours. It's trust. It's protection. It's love expressed the only way they know how, by never leaving your side. Does your dog follow you everywhere? Tell me in the comments, where does yours go that surprised you most? And if you want to understand your dog even deeper, this video is exactly what you need to watch next. See you there.